Mum's going for a swim slash wash.
That's the plan.
Oh, it's 4 degrees at least.
Went right under. Whew, oh my God.
So how cold was it?
Freezing. My feet was going numb. Got them gradually. And then I thought, yep, do it.
Nice.
Refreshing. Whew, feel that.
Ooh, cold. Cloudy day, but looking nice. Dum, 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 dum.
So on this particular morning, it didn't look that amazing, but the way the sun was about to hit those mountains was so beautiful. How much of these beautiful things do we miss?
Yeah, it's not cold. Just go watch out for midgies. Ooh, midgies.
If you don't know what midgies are, they're sand flies. They give you a little bite, you might not even realize it. But a week later, oh, you're gonna be so itchy, with lots of regret. Best be avoiding them.
Day 4, Lake Manapouri. Brown sugar. Whoa. Time for some drinking chocolate. Oh, I'm gonna watch those midgies.
Look at that view in the background. It's like a painting. It's just beautiful.
Oop. Nice.
We're at the office to get some tickets. We're going from Manapouri to West Arm. There we catch a bus to Deep Cove, and from Deep Cove we get the boat and take it out to the sea. That's the plan. But first, lunch.
Three heats for lunch, last night's dinner. Okay, so the boat to Manapouri leaves at 11:45, so we have to have lunch early. Yum.
And you're counting the days. I'm crazy.
So there's a place where you can park your vehicle on top of the hill before leaving from the little wharf.
Oh, there goes the ferry. We have missed it. Day 4.
Kiwi.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Oh yes, it's happening. We're heading off on an night cruise. So we're heading to the west arm where a bus will be awaiting us to get a ride to the other side. And in the meantime, coffee and tea is free.
60-year-old, 70-year-old fabric. I find a better example of fabric of the line.
The building in front of us is a little waiting area which has a museum and some information about the Manapouri power station.
850 megawatts of electricity from the 7 turbines in this underground power station. So at lake level there, but we're just going through the culverts quite nicely. But we've had it where it's been a metre deep across the top of this concrete ford. Welsh name interpreted means flowing gardens. And from top to bottom, this waterfall has a drop here. And we're at the main wharf, which makes it really nice to actually board.
This boat has a few different levels. We're on the lower deck. The cabins.
So it looks like we've got this to ourselves.
Wow. Wow, cool. Yeah.
Proper one.
Yeah, a proper shower. That would be nice. RV camping isn't that great when it comes to showers. So the Doubtful Sound is actually a fjord. And it's a beautiful one. All along the way you'll see valleys, waterfalls, podocarp forests. And quite possibly some rain.
Probably what happens one thing stays.
So are we hopping up here? Oh, are we going into town?
So earlier we had lunch, but they serve a beautiful afternoon tea, some soup and fresh buns, and then out to the deck for sightseeing.
We travel by right now.
Today it was quite cloudy, and that's very common for these areas. In fact, the Māori term for this land is land of shadows. But it has its own beauty. This is Blanket Bay. Fishermen used to come here in the late 1800s to get fresh water.
Traffic being undertaken.
There it is, the ocean, the Tasman Sea. Apparently the way that Doubtful Sound got its name was by Captain Cook. He was a little bit unsure as to whether he could sail in and make it back out. Hence, Doubtful Sound.
While the mothers are away feeding, the pups will group together, walking around the rock pool and playing. They'll bring the mother and share. Octopus, anchovies and hokies. They do have to keep a look out because leopard seals and sharks will predate on them. Out for that. If you see a big splash or if you see a dorsal fin, take a second look.
We're making our way back inside Doubtful Sound.
We're going to do
Looking at the apparent narrow gap, you can understand why Captain Cook may have been doubtful to take a sailing ship inside. Afternoon tea with some nice treats. Yum. So they're looking for a place to do some water activities. It's not looking like a nice sunny day for water activities, but well, while you're here, you just gotta do it. It's time. So the boat's equipped with mini kayaks, and it also has a little tender for those who don't want to kayak but who want to get out on the water. We're all over the place. Mum is easy to spot though with that jacket she's wearing, which she got in the early to mid 90s, I think, for a skiing trip. They made things to last. Collision! Back in the day. Just ahead is a small little island. Here is a place where they gather crayfish. Often helicopters can be seen as well, coming and going with catches of crayfish. This fjord is pretty special in the fact that a lot of freshwater runoff comes from the mountains and sits on top of the salty water. And as a result, just a few meters down is almost like a few hundred meters because it's so dark. And you have things like black coral grow and other unique marine life in this environment. Okay, it's time to go for a swim. We're told the water temperature is 6 degrees. Here we go. This was so cold. But later on this holiday we would actually go for another swim that's even colder than this. So when approaching cold water, there's a couple of different techniques. This is one, a little face splash and water dance. And here's the other, the jump of commitment. Good style. When you're in cold water for a while, it gets really hard to breathe. But I tell you what, having a hot shower after that was amazing. But actually, to be honest, for a while I couldn't even feel if the water was hot or cold. So I had to be careful. But that shower was so awesome. And then a nice coffee and getting ready for dinner. And what a dinner. This was a buffet dinner, and honestly they had roast lamb and roast beef and it was cooked to perfection. Oh man, it doesn't get any better than this. Perfection. This was such a good meal, complete with dessert. So if you can swing it, doing an overnight cruise is a very good way to go. And it isn't much more expensive than the day trip either, so it's really worth it. Now it's the end of the night, everyone's getting ready for bed. This is one of the rooms where you can hang out during the day, inside the warm boat. And this is the deck at night. Doing night photography on a moving boat is not easy, had some limited success. But anyway, it's time to go to sleep. And tomorrow is another day, and we're going to awaken to a very beautiful day. So check it out, day 5. But first, here's another couple of those photos from this morning's sunrise. So just in case you're thinking of getting up early in the morning, yeah, maybe you should. Beautiful things are happening. Get up, get out of bed. Check it out.